they get back to billionaire space, doing extreme amounts of sales when Yeezy's over there. I didn't understand what he was doing. He went to LV. I'm like, what the f*** over there? They're not even gonna pay you. He didn't get no money. I made a boatload, about $80 million for RBK. I'm a high risk investment. Just pay me short contracts and keep paying me. When they gave us the money, we really exist based on the loss on the bidding war for LeBron. RBK had $80 million laying there when Nike got LeBron for $120. If that money wasn't sitting there, Paul Fireman wouldn't have did the lifestyle brand and then brought Daddy Yankee and Jay-Z's and Stock Carter and G-Unit shoes to the table.
50 Cent didn't just rap his way to the top, he designed his way there. Long before people started throwing around words like legacy, he was already making moves that would redefine what power looks like in hip-hop. And this moment, right here, explains exactly how that happens. In this clip, 50 Cent breaks down how one smart business decision exploded into an $80 million play, and why most artists would have completely fumbled the opportunity. This has nothing to do with chart positions or radio hits. This is about ownership, leverage, branding, and knowing how to move when real money is involved. While everyone else was busy chasing fashion collabs and logo placements, 50 was playing the long game. Short-term contracts, high stakes, payouts. But the real twist is where Jay-Z enters the picture, and why that relationship mattered way more than people realize. This money didn't fall out of the sky. It came from a larger strategy, one that blended sports, lifestyle, branding, and corporate power in a way that permanently shifted the business side of hip-hop. I'm about to play the clip for you, but before I do, make sure you like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Look, I want to say this right. Tough is not, it's never what you said. It's always what you did, right? So we know tough, we know people who do this shit. But it usually leads to them living a tough life. Okay. It starts a cycle of tough shit. And no matter how tough their act is, they do some brazen shit. They're getting ready to go to the home of the boldest. So they're gonna be around to do that. That's what they did when they put you in the, they classify you and put you in on as bad as you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you gotta show us you're tough again. This is gonna extend your stay. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So it's going down. Tough is not my goal, man. I don't care about this shit, bro. You know what's gangster to me? Is to live the way you want to live. To not have to answer to people to change things. Because of how your perspective and the way things are. Our culture's so strong. Bro, when you look at high-end shit, if we don't wear it, it don't sell.
Right.
It will not sell if we don't wear it.
Right. We control cool.
That completely.
Yes. We always control cool.
Right? Look, when you see Yeezy at Adidas, that's not the first time we saved Adidas. The first time, Run's house.
Whose house?
What?
Yeah,
Run's house. Shell to Adidas. They get back to billionaire space, doing extreme amounts of sales when Yeezy's over there. I didn't understand what he was doing. He went to LV. I'm like, what the f*** over there? They're not even gonna pay you. He didn't get no money. I made a boatload, about $80 million for RBK. I'm a high risk investment. Just pay me short contracts and keep paying me. When they gave us the money, we really exist based on the loss on the bidding war for LeBron. RBK had $80 million laying there when Nike got LeBron for $120. If that money wasn't sitting there, Paul Fireman wouldn't have did the lifestyle brand and then brought Daddy Yankee and Jay-Z's and Stock Carter and G-Unit shoes to the table. Like, we wouldn't have received that opportunity. You know, and look, LeBron, that's why I say we 03, boy. Like, if that didn't happen, they wouldn't have had the money laying there for me to go get it.
Yeah.
So he knows I know. LeBron James, that's what I'm saying. All right, and you'll see the connection because people disagree on so much.
Yeah.
Your publicist, when you talk to your publicist, you know the first thing they tell you?
What?
Stay away from religion, stay away from politics.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
No matter what the fuck you say, somebody passionately disagrees with you.
Absolutely.
No matter what religion, you believe in Allah, then you're saying that's not the right way. You believe in every Christianity, that's not it, because they're choosing something different. Your political party, Democrat, Republican, a disagreement completely.
Yep.
So I stay away from it. When I get pulled into politics, I go,
Yeah.
and I have nothing to say. I'm
That's
just
the
looking.
same way we are. We don't no politics, none of
I
this.
don't with that. Like I don't stay there because I'm still entertainment. If it's not music, then it's film and television, but it's still entertainment. So why would you turn someone off by saying that?
Right.
I want everybody to enjoy what I'm doing.
Right.
Not just a selective view amount of people. I'll focus on diversity because it's needed.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to see my people look the right way. I want to see the right not just Tubi movies, nigga. Like the best
Right.
high quality, high budget films.
Most people never catch the exact moment when an artist stops moving like a rapper and starts thinking like an executive. That's what stood out to me in this entire conversation. Not the dollar figure, not the brand name, but the shift in mindset. This was about understanding leverage before leverage was even part of the culture. 50 Cent wasn't chasing approval. He was chasing position. And that matters, because too many people confuse visibility with power, and those two things are not the same. What I respect most is how controlled this move was. No headlines, no public back and forth, no celebration tour, just quiet planning, short-term deals, flexibility, and a clear understanding that your value grows when you don't trap yourself in the wrong agreement. And this mindset goes way beyond music. It applies to business. It applies to content creation. It applies to ownership. Knowing when to stay liquid can be just as important as knowing when to fully commit. To Jay-Z. Connection in this story isn't about choosing sides or ranking legacies. It's about vision. Jay-Z has always leaned toward infrastructure and long-term brand equity. 50 Cent recognized that lane and made a move that aligned with who he is. Different strategies, same destination, sustainability. That's why this deal is still talked about years later. It wasn't loud when it happened, but it aged perfectly. And here's something a lot of people miss. Reports say Reebok paid 50 Cent close to $80 million through a mix of cash and equity tied to performance. That's not just a payout, that's confidence. When a company structures a deal like that, it means they see future upside long before the public does. And that's rare in this industry. So let me ask you this. Do you think 50 Cent's business mindset puts him in the same executive conversation as Jay-Z, even though they took completely different routes? Between Jay-Z's long-term equity plays and 50 Cent's higher risk, short-term contract strategy, which approach do you think works better in today's music and entertainment landscape? At the end of the day, this story isn't really about 50 Cent or Jay-Z as individuals. It's about how power is built when talent meets strategy. One chose long-term infrastructure, the other mastered timing, leverage, and flexibility. Different methods, same outcome, control. Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.